whenever you go on the bench, you want to do like, are you ever doing like any other lifts, or are you only just that?
I just focus on one lift at a time. Specifically bench. I might probably like elbows hurting, my shoulders hurting. That's like dumbbells to help like squeeze the thing a little bit. Usually it's just that.
Yeah, it's always super steady stuff. So like having one lift. Alright, so I'm with Master and Thompson today. And we're going to try and get up to 460. He's in our prep right now, so we have the video be recorded right there as we talked about over on the story. And we have some questions as well that we're going to go over as we're doing this lift, which the questions are actually on the phone. So I don't know how we're going to get there, but I do remember, okay. So he's been in for about 19 and a half years, and so he's coming over here for RAP. So RAP is Recruiter Assistance Program. It's where they would come back and help with the recruiting efforts that we have. So I don't know if you can see it. You see it? Yeah. Pretty much. So what? Like what? Why do you take RAP every year? I gotta put you on the spot. I didn't answer any questions.
All right. The main reason why.
Yeah, you should start getting camera.
Yeah, my bad on that. The main reason why is I'm from Memphis. So I know how hard it is growing up here, and to be honest, I want to come back and help the youth and show people hey, there's another way. There's much more to the world than just a little city you're in. So that's the main reason why.
I know, and I did not know that. Before I was in recruiting, I did not know that you can actually take RAP every fiscal year.
Yep.
So I've
done it almost, like, this is probably like my 12th, 13th time doing it.
So you probably had the record for most RAP. So we are doing this kind of live as well as recording it. So if you have any questions, hopefully there's another person in here. There should be a couple of recruiters in here who can answer those questions as well. So. And it is Saturday. You know, Air Force does work out. I always hear that's a rumor that we don't work out.
Sorry.
I'm trying to set up a day. How does that work for y'all? Trying to set up a date to talk to a recruiter. You can just reach out on the Aim High app. Let's see. Lightweight. Yeah, if there's any questions that we're missing it, usually whenever we're done with the set, you can ask a question and I'll see it. So let me know. Can y'all hear? Are y'all able to hear me? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Yeah, I mostly just do this one to try to, oh, it's good? Okay. So it's good. I don't like how y'all can cheat on the 315.
What do you mean?
Because y'all only got to go like that. So for us talking, we got to go all the way down, all the way
How
up.
short my arms are?
I know. So what's the, you do that, just have I have like a whole like 3.
Hey, it's all good. That's how we decide. That's how we get the show, right?
I do wish I could be shorter sometimes, but I don't also wish. Yeah, so it's like you gotta take a look like you can look bigger and shorter, but I can see over the shells.
I can see over a few shells. It depends on which shells it is, right? Typically, I'll jump from 315 to 405.
Do a flip. I cannot do a flip. I'm 6'4", 280. I'm not.
I'm definitely not.
I'm not doing a flip.
There's no flips happening here.
That's your perfect cut, yeah. Now, I appreciate you all turning in. Hi, I'm from Istanbul. That's crazy. That's crazy how different.
Yeah, people just come all over.
Someone told me Air Force guys can't lift that, yo.
We about to see. I wish I was going to for my squat. I actually sit around like the 105 range for like 230 pounds. Yeah, we'll be like swapping over to the IPF for a while, hopefully. Once I get the Masters, try and make that role. So we'll see.
Yes, so that's my DR was 405 for 3. So that was a couple years ago when I used to do things like you were talking about how you focus on only a little bit. So pretty much for the ones that are doing it, being a little bit louder, what would be your split for working out?
So I train 5 days a week. I bench 4 times a week. So typically for bench, Monday is a lighter day. So I'll do like a volume set. So usually like 335 or like 376, somewhere around there. Wednesday is a secondary heavy day for bench. So I would do like this block, I'm doing doubles. So like this Wednesday I had 425 for a double, and then 385 for 5, and then like 365 for 275.
Okay, and after the other part I'm gonna ask is PT test. Which one you doing? You doing the
I do the hammer. I'm old. I do the hammer. Right. The hammer's easy.
And what's the hammer run?
So the hammer is where you do like, it's basically a 20-meter run, shuttle run, down and back. It's time, there's little beats, then it gets progressively faster over time.
Yes. So for the people that worked out, why do you think that's easier than the mile and a half run? Or better, not easier, approach?
I think the big thing about it, to be honest, is it depends on how long you want to run. Because I can get a higher score in a shorter period of time. So if I want to say, let's say I want to make it 85, the amount of time I'm running is typically 8 minutes, as opposed to like if I'm trying to make it 85 doing a regular PT test, I got to run for 12.
Yeah, that is
So, and the big thing for me specifically is a lot of times the PT test will interfere with my training, especially like when I'm doing heavy squats and deadlifts. So I'm always sore and beat up. So I'm trying to like condense it as much as possible. And I don't do any other alternate components. Just only the hammer.
All right, so for the ones that are working on training, you suggest doing the push-ups, the regular push-ups, not the hammer release, the sit-ups, not the, what's the other one? Is it flutter kicks?
Yeah, well, it's like, I don't know, it's like a bicycle thing where you got
The bicycle, okay.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
no bicycle. So we're doing push-ups, sit-ups, and then the hammer, which is the shuttle run.
The only reason why I don't do the hammer release push-ups is because how often I bench, I find that my shoulder comes off.
I feel the same way. I feel like every time I would go down and release, I feel like it's like lactic acid is just building up way faster.
Big time.
If we can just get our push-ups out the way.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. What do you want to do?
This is where we're going to do 4 or 5 and I'm going to try and get Got 4 or 5 2. Well, I just don't lift it most of the time, so I get scared that being solo, if I had to dive out of it, I'd do that.
See, I'm looking at powerlifting on the racks are a little bit different. The combo racks, so they have like safety on it.
Okay.
But you're not, I mean, you may fall, but there ain't no pressure on it.
After he's done with this one, get some questions going in case y'all have any. So you guys see how do you stand both sitting here? So listen, you're not. So you're this one. Yep. I have to back this up.
Oh yeah. See.
There we go.
You want to triangle higher or what? You done?
We can try the what's the 5 off?
I would say think about 5. Yeah. So you said 5 on that?
So 5 is 415, carry the 1. Always forget to carry the 1.
So I gotta have my phone. Especially because I'm used to lifting the kilograms, it makes things significantly easier.
Let's see. Someone, I know there was one question where it was like, how do you balance the lifting with your job? Oh, wait. Oh, actually, do being in the Air Force require a lot of intelligence. So speaking of intelligence, should you talk about your job?
Sure. There's a lot of my job I can't talk about.
What we're trying to talk about, you see back there, the overview of it. So like the AFC and like kind of like the description of the job.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, I mean, I'm a 1 and 2 Charlie, career 1 and 2 Charlie. I've been in 19 and a half years. So that's a signals guy. I've been in my whole career. For the most part, at this point in my career, I don't really do the intel piece. I do a lot more of the managerial pieces, being a flight chief. So I tend to manage a few people, like a couple of shops. Right now it's 1 shop. and there's about I think 30, 40 people total. Between the two, the Airport side and the operational side. Yeah, like I said, a lot of the other side of my job I can't really talk about.
So how do you? What's your best approach on balancing the work with the workout? So are you waking up in the morning to go to the gym, or are you going to the gym after work?
I go to the gym after work, so I have I set my schedule pretty tightly. I talk to my supervisor, and I get to work around 7:30, 8 a.m. every day, and then I'm going every day by 3 p.m. I make it a point to do that. Anything that needs to be done after that, I'll come back to work. If I have to do it, you got to do it. It's a 24-hour job. But if not, most things I find that we stress over, but a lot of times that can be done tomorrow morning. As long as you utilize the 8 hours that you're there, usually I can get most things done. There's a few times where you got to come back in at 6 p.m. or on Saturdays or Sundays. That just has to be done. But yeah, a lot of times you just have to make it a point to get to the gym.
Okay, yep. That's how I am. We're gonna knock this one out and I'll
I ain't gonna do the referee.
I got 4-5-3, but 4-15 is just a bigger number, right? It's hard over here making them numbers.
Especially for me, lifting in kilograms, most times it's a lot harder to adjust to a pound. Because in kilos, the weight's just a lot easier. So, like 463 on kilos would be just 3 red plates and a blue plate. So, I'm much more used to like jumping through numbers like that.
What do you get on your abs?
You know, all the time.
You don't remember?
No.
What's the range? Okay. So someone asked, the ASVAB is so freaking hard. Those math and arithmetic reasoning gets me every time. So yeah, we always try to tell people too. There's so many programs out there on YouTube and study guides out there. We can't recommend which one to use, but definitely go out there and look for them. And you gotta study. You gotta treat this like it's actual a job, right? This is a career that you're getting. And it's not just like a McDonald's application. So you gotta study and apply.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't remember, man. It's been so long since I took the ASVAB. I mean, I took the ASVAB in 2003.
Let's see. ASVAB for Dummies on Amazon was posted by Snap Short 123. So that's I've heard of people using that one. So definitely study. That's all we can really tell you is study. You know, the ASVAB is based off of a 10th grade test. And a lot of our people that are applying have usually been out there 10th grade for usually about 4 to 5 years, right? So you got to get back into it. You got to remember how algebra is, and once you figure that out, your score will skyrocket.
So at this point, just to be safe, I'll have to spot him. I'll do the lift off on my own, and I'll be good. If you see the bar dip, then you can take it, or most likely I'll just play like take it. I said my coach might not be happy with that, but it's all good. No, so it's for 460, but it's supposed to move a little bit easier. This is powerlifting. The coach that I think we go off the varsity scale. So like Brady preserve, Christine preserve. That should have been like an 8. I would say I was a little harder, but I have with the boots on. I can't really drive my foot on the ground with that slide. But okay, that's all. No, that was my top set. So now I'll just back off and do it.
Recorded.
Oh, it's all good.
I can get you a clip of it. Yeah,
I'm good with that. He might be watching. I don't know. I asked him about it.
Let's see. What branch? We were the Air Force. So, like, obviously, right? If we're strong, smart, intelligent,
Exactly.
it's Air Force. So,
I don't know if the Army or the Marines would have been able to set this up.
Nah, yeah, we have 2 cameras set up, not just one. We have 2 cameras. So, pros of the Air Force over the Navy. I don't really like to, compare those branches, but for you can do it.
Yeah, so the interesting thing for me, being Intel, is I work with or had people work for me in all services. So right now I have a few Navy people working for me. I wouldn't necessarily say there's pros or cons or pros over each. I think a lot of it just depends on what type of lifestyle you want. If you want to be very operational all the time, out on the sea, doing things like that, the Navy is the way to go, man. If you want to be in the comfort most times, or have the more cool assignments, in my opinion, Air Force is the way to go.
Yep. So, and I always tell people that too about the. I gave all this analogy on soldiers, and they don't really like it. But it's like, whenever I was thinking about a branch, I was thinking about those 3 a.m. nights of those soldiers out doing field training with their socks wet, wishing that they would have joined the Air Force.
Yep. It's funny. I actually have some friends that are in the Army, and they do that a lot. In the middle of the snow, they're out running. They're like, man, you're too much. I'm like, yeah, you should have.
We always say the same.
Exactly. I got 4 or 5. 5. So I have a coach. He's specifically a powerlifting coach and my physical therapist. And he builds me a program week by week based off of what the goal is for like either a 4-week cycle or a 12-week cycle. And right now we're building up to next week will be a 480 bench. So everything that we do now is building fatigue to get to that level. And just make sure I can hit it.
I just do one. Do one on this one and one more on the next one. All right.
Been a little while since I've done this first episode. We'll see if Grandma was correct on this. Yeah.
And then give me 5 seconds, I'll do that one of those. All right, let's go 1, 2, 3.
In powerlifting, typically, you want to see the spotter coming to help you take a bar dips.
Yeah. And even when it dips, I'm talking about failing to.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be sometimes where I used to, I'm glad I'm over that. When I was lifting heavy, I used to like go down, up, down, up.
That's hard.
No, not down as in on purpose.
Yeah.
But when I was going back up, I used to go down a little bit, and I was able to like push it all the way through.
That's what I mean. I still did full powerlifting. That was my challenge. But for me, if you can get a dip and then recover and get back up, That shows that you have like control of your weight.
That's Charles.
So I've got, I want to say 365 for 2 sets of 5. Yeah, I think it's just a 25.
Yeah, at least get up on the camera stuff.
Yeah.
All the time. Get set up. Let's see what we got. What we got?
Let me just make sure I didn't mess my program up too bad.
Oh yeah, Marcus Recruiter in here. I don't know if he's watching still. Marcus Recruiter, he's the one that's over in Florida. He does a lot of the, I don't know what it's called. It's like when you go outside and you use your legs and you go for like 5-10 miles.
Just like running?
I think that's what he calls it. I don't know. I think he goes like marathon running or something like that.
Like not an ultra, right? Because ultras are like 100 miles.
No, I'm talking about like he just be doing. I'm talking about he be running miles, but I'm like, why are you running? You don't have a car, so I'm not sure if Marcus Recruiter has a car or not because I always see him running.
I got 375 for 2 sets of 5. You want to take that too?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Man, I lose so many people on here, so I don't know if he replied or not, but nah, he's killing it though. He's like a second year. I think he's on his second year now. And he actually does like fitness. That's why they're trying to tell people, fitness is it brings so many people together. And you got people walking in front of cameras, and we don't care like all that social media stuff. I think it's fake. It's not. We just people walking in front of cameras. All right, we shot 3. All right,
there you go. Yeah. So we tend to do that. A lot of times we'll have like different days for different things. Like for me, as I get closer to the meet. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not used to it. So as I get closer to the meet, meet typically the amount of reps we'll do start to trickle down and the intensity will pick up.
Okay.
But after meet and like especially like after you've been injured, because I've been injured both of them, that's pretty big injuries. But after that, we'll typically do like what's called a volume block or a rehab block, just to reintroduce your body to like a lot more volume and things like that. And a lot of times, like specifically for me right now, like I'm a little bit heavier than my weight class. So not than my weight class, but heavier than I want to be. So about 3 months out from the meet, I'll start to like diet down and cut down. So the goal for me would be to walk into the meet around like 220 to 225. Okay. So, which it's not bad for me. A lot of times my coach is telling me, hey, you gotta eat more, because with the amount of output that we're doing, it's a lot harder. Like today is a shorter day. Typically, like on my heavy squat, heavy deadlift day, I'll be in the gym like 2.5, 3 hours sometimes. It's not very fun.
I think I used to do the same thing. I used to do them for 2 hours, and like the work life got so busy. So now I try to really get an hour. If I can just get an hour, I'm good. But I do this for 2 hour days.
On my heavier days, it's like that, but it's only like that for certain weeks. So like, this is the end of a block for me. So that's why, since the weights are heavier, it takes me more warm sets, and that's what tends to make it a lot longer. Some of the rest periods will be a little bit longer, but outside of that, it's not too bad. In the beginning of a block, the first 2 weeks, I'm usually in and out within like an hour and a half. sometimes I know I'm running out of air. We have to hold our breath the whole time.
Okay.
So I'll take a deep breath, and I break really hard.
What makes the holding breath? What's that about?
So a lot of it's energy release. There's a lot of science back and forth between which one is more beneficial, which one helps you a lot more. What we found, specifically on the powerlifting side of things, is holding your breath keeps your core engaged.
Okay.
So you don't have any energy release. So
it's kind of funny you said that because like for me, I was doing that and they always said, breathe. But I feel like when you do stuff that's not unorthodox, your body tells you what to do and your body kind of holds its breath on its own.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny that you talk about that.
So a lot of times, what you like, specifically in powerlifting, like we'll wear the big belts, and we take a big breath and then we brace into it. So we push into the belt. I do the same thing when I'm benching. So I have like a minimal arch, and then I just like try to make my stomach as big as possible. And then I just push myself into the bench. And a lot of people think about pushing the bench off of them or the bar off of them. I don't think like that. I think about pushing myself deeper into the bench.
Okay.
So it helps out a lot.
Yeah. You gotta get lucky to hear the real music. Yeah. That's the thing I was worried about. So what's the next one? Okay.
You want to go down? That's it. We gotta make it work.
That part out. We're gonna edit it, and I'm gonna make it like 5, 7.
That happens sometimes. Sometimes your body's like, all right, look at that wall.
And that's the thing I kind of don't like about like me is like I just fail. So sometimes people like come back down. If I forget it, I'm done. Like it's so crazy.
Yeah. So for me, I try to follow like powerlifting standards where if the bar dips down, I'm not gonna fight it. If I got a spotter, take it. Because at that point, everything for us is about fatigue management. So it's literally, we don't go like as hard as possible until the final week of the block.
Oh, shoot, there is a question. Okay, did you all right. Was there a question? Oh no. Yeah, so let's say you guys ask questions. Let's see. I'm getting tired now. Wow, that arm is tired. Let's see. No one is with you. Oh no. All right.
I'll take his last set. You gotta say it. Last set, best set.
We got that there. So really quick, if there's any last questions, we're going to keep recording on the camera, but we're going to turn off the Instagram Live just so we can do our final sets and do our Q&A on the camera. So let's see, I do appreciate y'all joining in. At least like someone else said something to see if it's a question though. can you help me with some paperwork for the Air Force? That's gonna have to be with your recruiter. So if you don't have a recruiter and you need help with the paperwork, get the Aim High app and download the Aim High app. Put in your zip code. It's gonna tell you where the nearest Air Force recruiter is, and it's gonna help you get connected. But other than that, we're gonna rack this weight up, and as we're racking the weight up, I'll come back here one more time and check for questions, and then we'll wrap it up. So I do appreciate y'all watching this. I think you got up to what? How much is that? 460? 460?
460 for 1, 405 for 5, and then 375 for 265.
Yeah, I was gonna match you, but I did it yesterday, so that's why I failed.
I remember I saw you.
This is just something that I wish we could do. I watched a lot of guys vlogging and stuff like that. I feel like just like the military sometimes, we're a little bit late to the party. So I'm trying to do kind of like bring that vibe, that atmosphere into the airport. But me, obviously tracking the person on our video. We're not just doing no pranks, and trying to set up a community. We definitely can get connected with our community by going out there and do a video or like a Q&A, right? Where you can hey, come here real quick. Like, what do you think about the Air Force? What do you think about the Air Force? Does that still feel like it's 2025? People still don't know that there's more than one brand.
No, I agree. I do it on the Air Force branch still. Or Space Force. Yeah. All I know is the Netflix show.
All right, so one final look at this, really quick. All right. Now, thank you again for just picking the joint. It does help a lot, and hopefully you're able to watch us do it, match us next time, and go ahead and tag me if you're working out and see what you can do. All right.